Creatine does nothing. In my experience, creatine does absolutely nothing, nada, in practicality. I've tried it over 10 times by now, and it never did anything substantial at all. But creatine actually does do something, but it's not why people take it, which is the main point of this video. Creatine is shown to increase your output slightly, like minimally, at extreme intensities. So in other words, when you're pushing yourself to the limits, your brain is about to explode, it might, perhaps, if you're a adequate responder, you respond good to creatine, it might help you push out one more rep. And that's what creatine is shown to do, essentially. I don't know the intricacies of this, but that's essentially what the gist of creatine is. This is what creatine actually does. This is not why people do creatine. People do creatine or buy creatine, especially beginners, myself included, because they think it's a quick fix. They think it's steroids, in other words. And honestly, steroids are the only supplement which does anything, okay? But it comes with a lot of side effects, and I know basically nothing about steroids. That's a whole nother thing. But they work, that's for sure. So people do creatine or take creatine because they think it is steroids. And if you think it is steroids or some quick fix, you're going to be gravely disappointed. You're going to be beyond disappointed because it does nothing. This is what I thought anyway. You know, this is what I hoped it would be. And that's what creatine really is. Creatine is hope. You're buying hope that something is going to help you speed the process up, which it's not going to do, okay? What matters when it comes to fitness is training, nutrition, sleep, consistency, and time. And those are the only 5 things that are actually going to give you substantial results. If creatine helps you with any of these 5, so in other words, if it helps you retain hope over the long term and helps you stay motivated because of the hope, then you should keep buying creatine, for God's sakes. But if you actually buy creatine because of what it is actually shown to do, I think you're basically wasting your money. But what this actually means is that it's all just psychological. And what it means is that some big guy might as well have come along and given you pills with flour or something in it, just something arbitrary, and said, hey, these are going to help you greatly. That's essentially creatine in my experience. It's this weird powder which does absolutely nothing, but people believe or hope that it does something and helps them, which it doesn't in reality. But if it helps you stay consistent because of the psychological effects or whatever, you want to keep doing it, man. But that's the only reason you should buy creatine. There are no secrets. There are no quick fixes. There is no creatine, what you believe creatine is most likely. There never really are. Like maybe once in 100 years, something like the steam engine, the computer, AI is going to come along and totally change the world. You know, the new secret, is going to totally change everything. That is not creatine, guys, at all. It almost couldn't be further from creatine. So the summary of this video is that creatine does practically nothing for people. So don't spend your money on it. Don't spend your money on something that does nothing or does something you're never going to use.